Good morning, my loves. Happy Friday. It's 4 a.m. here at the lake. Very dark out still. Will be for a little while longer. It's Friday, which means it is time to rest, relax, rejuvenate, take care of yourself, and celebrate you surviving the week. It has been quite the week for all of us. Do something to make your heart smile, please. It doesn't have to be big, just, get yourself a favorite coffee, a donut, a cookie, take yourself to lunch. I poured a cup of coffee, added a little cinnamon. Why? Because I'm worthy. I've had a rough week. This is going to make my heart smile. When I got dressed this morning, put a little splash of my fragrance on. Why? Makes my heart smile. There you go. Whatever it is that makes your heart smile, please do it because you're worthy. And while we're talking about it, you know what I'm going to say. It's the weekend. Spend time with those you love, those you cherish. Let them know you love them. Tell them with words that they're special, that they mean a lot to you. If it's your kiddos, tell them you love them. Use your words. Kids need to hear the words. So often I hear from adults, well, we don't say that in our family. I wasn't raised hearing that. Well, I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean you have to continue that negative behavior. Tell your children. I cannot imagine holding a little baby and not giving it cuddles and kisses and telling it, how much you love it. It's just, it's what you do with babies and toddlers and kids, no matter how old they are. You tell them you love them. My son's 45. He and his wife are 45. I have a 13-year-old granddaughter. Trust me, every conversation, I tell my son and his wife how incredibly proud I am of them, how much I love them. And my granddaughter, please, of course, she knows Grandma Brenda loves her to the moon and back. Because I tell her with words. I don't just send presents, although I do, but they need to hear the words. We all need to hear, I appreciate you, I love you, you mean the world to me, you're special. Everybody needs to hear this. So please tell people, even if it's a coworker, say, I'm really glad we work together, or I really admire your work. I'm glad you're my work neighbor. Just be kind. Just people need to hear it. Just give it a shot. You don't have anything to lose. So just real quickly, I want to touch on ways of self-care, how to different types. Yes, doing nice things for yourself is my favorite. This weekend, it's all about football, college football. I had a board meeting last night, so trust me, as soon as that call ended, I was, I had the game on. It was the Ravens and the Chiefs, had to watch it. I love sports. Self-care made my heart smile. Part of the game made my heart smile. Part of it was just plain damn sad. So for the weekend, I'm watching college ball. Absolutely, positively. I will watch old movies, like the 1930s, 1940 movies, the mystery movies. Love it. Makes my heart smile. That's what it's about. Resting, relaxing, rejuvenating, doing things that allow you to relax and make your heart smile. Also, other ways of self-care, the word no. Will you take me XYZ? No. Will you loan me X amount of money? No. Will you take over this project for me? No. My caseload's too big. Will you cover? No. Learn to say no. The word no is your friend. It's okay to say no. Don't just be mean about it. Don't be hateful. But saying no's okay. I'm trying not to yawn. I've been up all night. I've had a very ill client the last couple of nights. So, yeah, I'm running on very little sleep. It's okay. It's what I do. And it's a situation I can't say no. It's what I do for a living. So it's okay. Boundaries are part of self-care. You have to create strong boundaries and respect your own boundaries. So, kids, that are in junior high need to learn boundaries. If they're going to date, they need to learn boundaries, and they need to respect their boundaries and other people's boundaries. In the words of Nancy Reagan, just say no. No means no. No, I don't want a cigarette. No, I don't drink. No, you can't touch me there. It's okay to say no. When you're older, those boundaries are going to come into play every day. Absolutely every day. Yeah, I see people all the time that have tattoos. I have a client that has a lot of tattoos, and he was teasing me the other day and asked me how many I had. No, I don't. I don't like them. I don't find them attractive. I mean, if y'all do, that's great. I don't. It's just a me thing. I mean, my son has some tattoos, his wife. That's fine. It's, their bodies, whatever, but not on my body. No, I don't think so. The only thing pierced on me are my ears. I am very old school. And they were teasing me about it. I said, oh, but what if you met somebody and they wanted you to tattoo this or that? They could just keep wanting, because it's not going to happen. I have very strong boundaries. I respect myself, what I hold near and dear to me. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to be talked into doing something I don't believe in or I don't appreciate, especially if it's going to be on my body forever. Yeah, no. So create your own boundaries and respect your boundaries. Respect your body. That's so important. Respect your thoughts, your opinions. Honey, you have every right to be heard. Your voice counts. Your opinions, your thoughts, they count. They matter. You matter. That's part of self-care. If you are in a situation that is toxic, unhealthy, a relationship that's abusive, could be verbal abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, cheating, lying, stealing, that's not exactly self-care. They're sucking the life out of you. That is not feeding your soul. That's feeding their pocketbook probably, but not yours. Time to cut some people loose. Self-care. Ending toxic relationships is part of self-care, and it's really hard. It is really, really a hard thing to do. We've all had to do it, but you have to do it because you're worthy. Put your needs above their needs, unless it's your child, of course. If it's your kiddo, being a parent, you know how that goes. But if it's somebody you're dating, you're involved with, no, your needs come before their needs. You taking care of your rent, your responsibilities, if you're on medication, you need to buy food, pay your insurance, whatever, your needs come far above their needs. They're on their own. They're a grown-up. They can figure it out. You take care of you. I posted on social media today, what was it? God will take people out of your life because he hears the conversations that you don't hear. God will remove people from your life because he hears conversations that you don't hear. I love that. Somebody may hurt your feelings just out of the blue, be just awful to you. And you're thinking, what the? God is removing them. Let them go. Cut them loose, let them go. Don't think twice about it. Cut them go. Let them go. Because God's hearing conversations. Things are saying about you that you don't know. Let them go. If somebody is distancing themselves from you, let them. Let them. God is removing them for a reason. Honey, rejection is protection. Trust it. Trust it, trust it, trust it. It hurts. It stings. Our egos get bruised. You're going to feed your ego. You're going to feed your soul. Trust God. He knows what he's doing. He sees the whole picture. We tend to have tunnel vision. We just see our side. So if people are fading away, drifting away, let them drift. Don't chase. Don't chase them down. If God's taking the trash out, don't go out to the curb and go through it and drag it back in. It's all part of self-care. Because you, my love, are worthy. If you're in a toxic job, and you're not happy, start looking for a new job. Go on. LinkedIn has a job section, tons of jobs, remote, all over the world, whatever you need. Indeed has a lot of jobs. Career Builder or something like that. They have a lot of jobs. There's a lot of places out there. Lots of people are hiring. If you need a job, start looking, because you are worthy of being happy. And I know this is running long, but I spoke to a friend last night that's been going through some stuff. And I said, how are you doing? And they said, I'm just praying and begging for peace. And that just touched my soul. That was just so sad. We all deserve peace. We all deserve self-care. And that's part of finding peace, is taking care of yourself. Baby, if you don't take care of you, nobody's going to. And I'm right. I have celebrity clients, and they give so much of themselves away to the audience, to their fans, to their managers, and then they come home and they have families. They have the same problems everybody else has. Trust me. And they just get exhausted. You wonder why people get exhausted? They're not practicing self-care. That's it. Practice self-care. Sweetheart, I promise you are worthy. And in closing, I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you for surviving the week, for being who you are, your authentic self, being you, not trying to be somebody you're not. And I love you to the moon and back. Have a great weekend.